But today, this spectacular woman, was an executive director of a nonprofit in mental health, in resilience, and decided that she had dreams and visions and goals to do something so much more. And she's a spectacular woman, very smart, intelligent woman who has amazing things to bring. She just decided a couple of months ago, actually, it was after the very first challenge that I did in the fall. She's like, I'm in. And she, at the end of the week, I mean, she didn't even wait. I'm like, guys, I'll think about it till Sunday. And if you want in, I'm here. She's like, no, on Friday night, she emailed me. She's like, I'm in. I'm like, do you want to think about it? She's like, no, I'm in. When you know, you know. When you know it's time, you know. When you know that you're supposed to move forward on something, you know. And I'm so proud of people who say a brave yes, even when their knees shake. So this morning, I can't wait to hear from you, Shannon. You have so much wisdom to share. Could you welcome her with me? Here comes Shannon.
Life can get really messy and hard. And in that mess, it can start to become familiar. While I was caregiving for my parents, I was running the agency. We lost my brother to suicide. We managed my son's concussion. And on the outside, it looked like I was doing okay, right? I was striving, I was surviving, I was getting shit done. And you just kind of roll up your sleeves, put your head down, and just plow through, because really, what are the odds? What other options do you have, right? I mean, I knew I was a good counselor. I knew I had to get counseling. I knew I had to do, I knew I had to look after myself to a certain degree. But it's often, as caregivers and helpers and strivers and doers, we often neglect, and it's at expense of ourselves. And so the impact of that constant giving and that constant outpouring of looking after so many things and holding so many responsibilities and juggling so many different balls, it starts to take a toll and puts yourself in a dis-ease. I really had no idea what made me happy anymore. That becomes something that I hid behind, and that mess started to become part of what I hid behind. And so I started creating all of these shields and protective walls around me so that I could just survive. I just needed to get through the day. And I wasn't operating from a good position. I was exhausted. I was broken. I was flat face down on the arena floor of life with my ass kicked. And I needed to give myself permission to acknowledge that that's essentially where I was, because, I'm the counselor, I'm the lead, I'm an executive leader. I'm supposed to have my shit together. And on the outside, it might have looked that way, but I knew from the inside that I was not. For the longest time, I thought I had no other option, that I had to do this, but I was mistaking no options with hard choices. And so I made that hard choice to step back and resign from that position and give myself permission to take the time I needed to just to be in my mess. There's so much more than the mess. That mess became my crutch. It became who I identified with. And as I rose up, I got a deeper understanding, and I became more deeply connected to who I was, and not the mess. Rise from the mess, learn from the mess, because there's magic in that mess. There really is. The fact that you're in the mess and you're still alive, that's power. That's crazy power. That's resilience. That's strength. But we don't see it as that when we're in the mess. We think, oh, I'm a victim. Oh, like I'm hurt. Oh, I can't do anything. I can't. But really, the fact that you're, knee deep in that mess, and that you're still alive, and that you're still striving, and that you're still moving forward, and they're still breathing, there is power in that. And we need to be able to acknowledge that. And part of acknowledging that power helps you come out from behind that mess and stop hiding.